This is the House of Parliament where men and women have sat for decades, making decisions that would affect all our lives. Do they really work in the interests of the people or themselves? They sit at the round tables, trying to decipher which way to turn. Is it left or is it right? Have the people benefited from those decisions? Our people have suffered for far too long. Change should not be a figment of the imagination, but reality. Every boy, every girl, every man, every woman are equally important. The market vendor joyfully sells her produce. The fish vendor skillfully uses his cutlass to cut the fish. Keep on working. Let your smile be your motivation. Build a community of brotherly and sisterly love. Don't give up on your dreams. Surround yourself with positive thinkers. Think big and keep on moving. Keep pushing the envelope. Yes, push that envelope until you have succeeded. You may have made many mistakes, but that is no reason to stop. Don't you dare give up. Get ready for that overflow. Get ready for that breakthrough. The overflow is coming. Showers of blessings. Stay cool. Stay calm. Stay collective. Ride the rough waves of life. Hold on to that rope tightly. Just keep working. Keep moving. Keep believing. Self-motivation. Well, hello there. This is your host, Soraya Alexander, and she is back. I know many of you have missed me. Welcome to Lies and Deceit, Tuesday, April 20th, 2022. Everybody calls me so. And I am here again with you. So many things has happened, people. What's going on in our country? What's going on in our country, people? We are in a pickle. We are in a serious pickle. And I hope, good night to my senior citizens. You know, I love y'all. I'll be with y'all on TV tomorrow with the right guy. We're about to debunk them left, right, and center. And my senior citizens, I know you'll love me because sometimes you'll speak to my friends and say, it's also coming on TV tonight. But some of you watched it on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you. But I'll be with you on Wednesday, God willing. That is tomorrow. I hope you all had a restful Easter, my senior citizens. You know, I love you all. And also, you should be smiling, my senior citizens. You should be smiling because soon from now, you'll be hearing Sky FM on your radio. And you know, I keep saying, I have always said that to you. If I am in a position and I am a professional, I am going to act as a professional. I don't care if let's say I'm supporting the St. Lucia Labour Party and Sky FM is going after my party. That doesn't mean anything to me. I go according to the rule of law to ensure that things are done right. And, you know, this is what people have to understand when you are on a board or when you are a professional. You have to do things by the book and not by emotions. You know, because I'm sure everybody don't like me and I really don't give a damn. But at the end of the day, let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. So we have a set of politicians who just come and blah, blah. You know, I am really starting to feel depressed in this country. Because, and I'll tell you why, not even because of these politicians, because of the people of St. Lucia. They are so blinded with red and yellow. At the end of the day, it is not about politicians. It is about us, the people of St. Lucia, because look at the Sky FM scenario. I am positive that there are St. Lucia Labour Party supporters, parents, maybe nenen, grandfather, brother, sister, who listens to Sky FM. So when you do not operate as a professional, this is what happens. It trickles down and everybody gets affected. So this is why St. Lucians need to stop looking at colors, but looking at what is good for us. We are the government. We are the government, not Philippe J. Pierre, not Chasney. We are the government, and we're supposed to call out the bullshit, irrespective of who is in office. Support your party, that is fine. But I wouldn't say strangely, but I got a message from someone. Remember I told you someone said that they have never voted UWP, but now they could, after listening to Soso, they could never vote SLP again. And then I got another message stating, people are listening because you all know I'm a no bullshitter. I don't care with party, I care with my country. Okay, I lean towards a particular party, yes, but I'm still going to call out the bullshit if they do crap. This is just me. Love me, don't love me, you haven't got a choice but to love Soso. So this person was one who is a Papa Flobo, not Flobo, SLP, Papa Labour. Putting banners, everything on their vehicle. You know what this person said after listening to Soso? They can never vote Labour again. Because you see, and this is what I say to you all, and some flobos had gotten vexed with me. People like me for my honesty, calling out the bullshit on both sides. So if I was like a mama vicious, everything Shaz do he right, everything Guy do he right, everything Dominic do he right. People say, but this woman is not ready, and people like me for my honesty. And this is what Guy Joseph said to y'all. People like, he said like some flobos got upset because I went down hard on them. He said, but that is the integrity of the ladies' show. The integrity of the ladies' show is to call the bullshit out as she says it. And you heard Guy and Chas. So if you have to give us plug, because they learn from it, and I love that about them. Some of you like to kiss politicians' asses. I ain't doing that. I love the politicians. I have nothing against Pierre. I have nothing against all the others. But, I'm going to call the bullshit. I don't hate them. I don't hate people. Why should I do that? If I see Pierre and he tell me, come and have a drink, so, I don't drink. I'll have an orange juice and I will talk to him as a human being. I'll give him a little pressure where he deserves it. People must be able to differentiate attacking people personally and giving politicians licks. And that's what I've been doing to them, giving them licks, because all of them is a bunch of fools. Our country is in disarray. And the bubble is taking place in your eyes. How many of y'all, what did y'all do for the weekend? Some of them were in the expensive hotels, drinking the expensive bubbly, having fun, Cape State all about, and they want to come and give you all foul cage, and now I hear about another stupidness. Anyway, I come into that for that tonight. Thank you, Kyle Nestor. Thanks, darling. Hi, Julia. Hi, Tess. Hi, Sean. No, Sean, I'm not going to take a drink. Anytime I go out, let me tell you, my drink, even my friends laugh at me, my drink is usually water. And it has to be bottled, and when I open it, it has to crack. If it ain't crack, I throw it. Okay, hi, Josie. Hi, Miriam Tolling, my sweetie. Hi, Claudia, Prisca, Priscilla, Kurt, Anisha, your stuff's supposed to be arriving. Hi, Maggie. Maggie, thanks for the coffee, Magilta. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you for the coffee. And the link is there. Go support Soso. All of y'all saying you love Soso. You love Soso. Go buy the coffee. Some of y'all very stingy. The same people buying over and over again. Everybody can't wait for Soso to come. All right. Hi, Aloysius. Hi, Priscilla. Thank you, Maggie. Akim said hi. And to all of you who greeted Akim, he said hi. And you know, some of y'all are selfish. Y'all do not want to go and buy the coffee, but all of y'all are sitting here waiting for Soso to come on. Hi, Kathy. Desiree. Hi, Kathy. How are you? I have my people watching on YouTube. Welcome. Somebody else bought me coffee, Sassaver. Thanks for the coffee before I come in. Thanks for the coffee. And go buy the coffee. Go support. The same people can. How many of you have been watching and y'all never bought a coffee, but you like Susu, you like what Susu doing? I'm not stingy with my time, neither with my money to put all this up. So you don't be stingy. Go buy coffees. I want to see the coffees flowing tonight. Okay, good night, Natalia, Rosalind. Good night. All right, my people. Yeah, go buy the coffee. And the same people keep buying. The same people keep supporting. Some of y'all getting the good food. Some of y'all can. I'm not talking about those who cannot afford. I'm not going to do that. I'm talking about those who can afford. Please go and support the movement. You know, remember, nobody owes you anything in this life. Always remember that. We're on a roll tonight. Thanks, Arnold, for the coffee. Thanks, Magilda. And thanks to Saver. I hope I say that correctly. The person said, keep us informed, so learning a lot from the information provided. Thanks, Akim, for your brilliant ideas. Yes, Akim is a mastermind, and you all have to support my producer also. Right? You really have to support him, and I had to take the break to give him a little time for himself, for what he has to do. You know, we love Akim, we love Akim, but you know, you gotta show us that you love us by supporting us. Now, my people, let's get down to business. I hope you all had a joyous Easter. My people, how do you feel? Honestly, how do you feel about the leadership of this country? Sadly, the way I feel is that we do not have any leadership in this country. It is sad that all of a sudden, Corona disappeared. All of a sudden, Corona disappeared. Now, let me tell you what I do not like about this government and why many people are saying, so we are not voting for them, is the dishonesty of this government. They called the previous administration corrupt, they this and they that. But I do not like the dishonesty of this government. Now, Sky FM coming back on the air is a major blow to this government. And as I've always said, flambeau sous ordre vle dormi. Right? In a foul cage, that's your business. The iron is hot. You gotta strike. Now, when you have ministers saying Sky operating illegally, when you have this one saying that about Sky, something have to be wrong. This is why I say we are putting cabwits. We are putting cabwits gods to run our country. Because a minister is supposed to be very careful and cautious with what he says. This one said Sky operated illegally. This one said Sky don't have this, Sky don't have this. You see, this is what happens when we go at people with personal vendettas and grudges, and you cannot act as a professional. This is what happens. Right? Because let me tell you how you can score political points. By being genuine and following the rule of law. Because as I've always preached in the beginning, you see all those ministers, you see all them fellas in cabinet, all of y'all need to go because you're a waste of my time. Because you should have been able to come in and see You should have been able to come in and say, okay, guys, I am the Minister of Telecommunication. We have a new NTRC board. We have Excel. Let us see how we can work this out. Because at the end of the day, you are not only affecting the organization of Sky FM, excuse me, you are also affecting the people of St. Lucia. So this is why I tell you it's a set of dumbheads we have running this government. Let me tell you, it is so easy to run a government. You know why? When you walk in or when you become a minister, you take your old baggage, you take all your nonsense and you leave it at your home. And when you walk out the door, you come to govern St. Lucia, not SLP or UWP. Okay, so it is a major win for Sky FM. I got the news and I'm very happy for them. It's a major win for them. It's a major win for them. Now, my people, I want to understand. I ask a question today and I ask, okay, what is the salary or the monthly salary of a gas attendant, somebody working at the gas station? And I got many answers, and I was, I wouldn't say I'm surprised, because many employers in St. Lucia, they abuse the workers. Workers in St. Lucia get paid peanuts, absolutely nothing. They get paid peanuts, nothing. So I wrote something on my wall and I asked, and many of you responded, and I was very grateful. Some people noted that they get $1,000 a month. Some said they get $650 a month. Somebody said about $250. And I tried to clarify with the person. Okay? Oy, Akim. Come on, Kim. Come on, Kim. Just 1 minute, people. Go ahead. Okay, all right. We just have to take care of some business there. Okay. Now, my people, some people said about $1,000 a month. Another person said $600 a month. Another person said $250 a week. Another person said $300. And somebody said a gas attendant doesn't even make $1,000 a month. How can they afford a house worth over $100,000? This person said nonsense. Another person said about $500 a fortnight. Okay, another person said $1,000 to $1,200. Now, it is the insult for me. Okay? It is the insult for me saying that a gas attendant will be able to afford a condo. $100,000 a gas attendant will be able to afford a condo.
God have mercy upon us.
Yeah, a gas attendant will be able to afford a condo. Let me tell Bahau something. It is a stress for all of us who have to be going to the supermarket to shop. $500 cannot even give you anything. And you are saying that gas attendant will be able to buy a condo. I cannot believe this is more than jackassery. A gas attendant will be able to buy a condo? I cannot believe that. Can you believe that? People, let you all listen to the gibberish. Okay, let me allow you all to listen to the gibberish of this man. Okay, let us play the one with him. Do we have it? RF on housing apartments. Okay, we're gonna play that for you now.
Construction work is expected to commence before year's end on one of the most ambitious and far-reaching housing assistance programs implemented by any administration in the nation's history to date. That's according to Housing and Local Government Minister Honorable Richard Frederick, who along with District Representative for Castries South East Honorable Joachim Henry have been touring the proposed site earmarked for the multi-million-dollar development.
It is time St. Lucians get this slice of the cake. And wherever the apartment buildings are located, government will discharge its social responsibility, its social consciousness by not putting in the price of the land. You will be paying what the apartment costs. That is how we put people first. And so the average gas attendant can buy a condo for $100 and something thousand $80.
The housing project, to be located in Cul-de-sac, will take the form of a multi-floor 5-story complex. It will encompass 53 1, 2, and 3-bedroom condominium-style apartments.
I believe the first multi-story building should start here in the currency of this calendar year. We are hoping that come 26th of July, the first year in office, that this government would have something huge to celebrate, because the government has done quite a lot. In fact, I was rather surprised when my colleague Musa enumerated the amount of good deeds that this government has done in 8 months.
The goal, officials say, is to break ground and start construction on the multi-story housing complex by July of this year. Community representatives have endorsed news of the project and say that they are eagerly looking forward to it getting off the ground.
Whilst our needs are diverse in this community, housing is one that is a great need. So I must commend the effort that we would think of the less fortunate in our community, in the constituency of Castries South East, and at least the average individual, the gas station attendant, the supermarket attendant,
the bus driver
can afford a condo.
But as long as we come in as NHC and we do the construction, we will leave the distribution or sale of the condos to the
local council.
The local council.
So that would allow the local council to be empowered and
to
grow.
Yes. And to basically target those, because there are loads of people, because I believe the prices are going to be right.
Yes.
The greed of some people may raise its ugly head.
Yes.
Persons who have a house may want a condo. And I don't think that's the way we should go. We should really look at the needs of the people. Council will be in the best position to assess that and to deliver to those we believe who are in most need.
The cul-de-sac housing complex is funded under the government's massive island-wide housing assistance program, which has been allocated well over $20 million in the 2022-2023 budget estimates.
my God, people, did you listen to that? Did you listen to what Richard Frederick said? Now, people, think for a minute. I need you all to think. It's not about colors. Government should be a continuation of what was, right? Or what is, what they got. Government after government continue to spit in our eyes and call it rain. Help me understand. And Guy Joseph, tune in tomorrow. The Mappy P is with me tomorrow. People, think critically. We already had a housing program that was underway, right? The Talvan houses. We had that underway. You remember this same man, Bahau, came to say, oh, where are the approvals? Where are the DCA approval? Think, St. Lucians. This is what caught my attention. In less than 7 months, Bahau and TETSEC already have DCA approval. Bahau and TETSEC already have DCA approval.
We want our country and our lives to return to normal.
How they have approval already? For a 5-story building, they call it condo. Let me tell you all something, people. The United Workers' Party was the party under Alan Shasney that was putting you first. Had Alan Shasney said, we're gonna build condo in cul-de-sac, all hell would have broken loose. All hell would have broken. Oh, he's elite. He looking for the bourgeois. No, he directed the people of the housing scheme to look for the Malaways. And let me show you the volley you'll say Guy Joseph was, and you'll threw him out. Good for you, all. You'll have to eat dirt, some of you. Not me, I didn't dirt, I'm a child of God. Guy Joseph had already gotten hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think it was like 200, 300,000 US dollars. He had secured that money already to build houses for the people of Southeast Castries. He can also clarify when he comes tomorrow. And you know how, oh Lord Jesus, I'm telling you all that, and I'm seeing is a set of madmen we have in office. $49,000. And they were going to build lots of houses where people can afford. Of course, somebody working in a gas station might be able to afford that little $49,000. Although I still feel it's a burn on them, because the payment might be 5 something, and what are they left with? You understand? But Guy Joseph and them were prepared to do those houses for those people. And Guy Joseph and Alan Shasney was for the, I hate that word, Malawi, but they were for the ordinary citizen, the hustler, the person who tries to make ends meet. They were there for y'all. But this man is coming cul-de-sac. I want to know where they build in that cul-de-sac. Because cul-de-sac is a swamp area. You're going to put a 5-story building there. Y'all must be jackasses. And here that condos, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, free bedroom. It tells me that government don't learn. This government in particular don't learn. We have an ISO in the city already, right? Look at those CDCs. You want to come and cul-de-sac and put 5-story building, and it is groundbreaking, and the government care for us? No, y'all do not care for us, because it boggles my mind that St. Jude Hospital has been sitting on its backside for over 9 months, and nothing is being done with St. Jude in order for the people in the stadium to move and come there. Y'all are wasting the monies of St. Lucia. You go saying, they give you $20 million to housing. Mister, the people of St. Lucia don't need the shit you're building for them. They do not need that. What they need, wherever they act, you meet them. Some of these people are on crown lands. You give them those lands, right? And I'm telling you, there's a set of jackasses running this country. Look at Fuasho and those places. Why don't you all have a plan to fix that area and give those people proper housing? What the hell you come in Southeast Castries and build a 5-story building? Who asked you and Ted Sex that? Who asked you all that? Who asked you and Ted Sex that? We didn't ask you all that. Why didn't you all say, right, where are our social workers? Yeah, y'all can't have them because the social workers will come back honestly and tell y'all who need the help. Look at the garbage can you gave to the man. And I have no confidence in this government because you should be going and look. And I'm telling you, there is no structure. At least Flobo had a little structure trying to get land and put people on their little houses and things. You're going to build 5 damn story. The hell? This makes no sense. So, you have your social workers and your people who deal with social welfare workers, whatever you call them, and you go with them, right? And then they look at people's needs, they do a needs assessment, and then they help the people. They help them. Your 5-story, we don't want that. It'll be one of the government's biggest show off, idiot, foolish nonsense, Betties. Just pure garbage. No wonder Trump called us the shithole countries because we have shithole ministers. Think about it. You are wasting, you are actually bleeding the taxpayers. Nothing has been done for the people of St. Lucia. All these men are trying to do, they do not want to make Guy Joseph look good because he, fresh status, he's they say. They do not want to make Alan Shaston look good. They're not completing St. Jude Hospital, but St. Jude Hospital needs to be completed. I do not care about your 5-story building. This is bullshit when the health of the people are at stake. I ain't care with your 5-story building. This is pure puppy show. This is pure crap. We want our St. Jude finished. We want VHOKU to have the equipment, right? And the resources that the medical professional need. Right now, Omicron BA2, BA1, BA2 is now here, cutting our ass, cutting grass behind the grass, and not even in leaving it behind the fence, or leaving it under the bed. I will show you what it is doing. I am going to play for you what the health experts are saying about this Omicron. Take a look.
The way that Omicron has replaced Delta around the world so quickly, the sharp peaks that we've seen, we literally have had to redraw the scale of the epidemic curve that we have been using, and it makes the previous peaks look almost flat.
Experts are worried that a new subvariant of Omicron, BA.2, could see a devastating surge in COVID-19 infections and deaths around the world. Eric Feigl-Ding, a Harvard-trained epidemiologist who was among the first researchers to sound the alarm about the seriousness of COVID, wrote that the subvariant is seriously bad news. Feigl-Ding noted that the news out of Denmark, where the subvariant represents 90% of all new cases, suggests it is having significant health impacts. Maria van Kerkhove, the World Health Organization's technical lead on COVID-19, also warned against the new variant.
BA.2 has a growth advantage even over BA.1, which means that as this virus continues to circulate, we will now see an increase in BA.2. We need to drive transmission down, because if we don't, we will not only see more cases, more hospitalizations, more deaths, we will see more people suffering from post-COVID condition, long COVID, and we will see more opportunities for variants to emerge.
The news comes as the Omicron situation improved in most regions of the world over the past 7 days.
Didn't you see them, my people? They were all over the place, mateing. You know, you don't even know people. You go to a function, they mate, you know, they were in souffre, mateing, whining, oh, no mask, oh, everybody moon, no fum, everybody mateing, bend down, bend your back like a shrimp, they care. And then, you know what happens? Sometimes it's not them who die. The good people who protect themselves are the one who die because they carry their virus and they give it to everybody. Where is Musa, minister of passion fruit? Where is this guy? There is no structure with this government. There is no plan with this government. Right now, they are lost. They're boasting about the numbers. But you cannot boast about numbers in abstract of your healthcare system. Our healthcare system is rubbish. The people overseas can go and wine mate, do all that craziness because they have topper medical facilities. And I keep saying that. On my month of being in St. Lucia, she would have died. A lot of people dying in St. Lucia that don't have to die. We do not have good medical facilities in St. Lucia. You have a little cut on your toe, you go to VH and you bleed out. You know, because I'm not blaming the staff. They short staff, they work how long. Our medical system is not good. And when Alan Chastanet was saying he was bringing the Cayman people to run the hospital, but you see vision. When a nation is visionless, we will end up in problems. And he was also gonna put that $75,000 to help with our medical bills and whatever, and have a proper facility. People in St. Lucia, how can you be outfitting Dingo Lane and our medical facilities are crap? The re-beginning Prime Minister say he's going to re-beginning St. Jude's. What are you re-beginning? No, take a look at this man saying he's going to re-beginning St. Jude's.
The St. Jude Hospital, we are going to be reconstructing or re-beginning or starting to work again on the old buildings. The buildings, when I say old buildings, I mean the buildings that were started. We are going to be doing some work there. So the St. Jude Hospital is going to be in these buildings. Work is going to start there shortly, very shortly. The state.
This man is saying he is going to re-beginning St. Jude's. He's going to reconstruct, re-beginning. You know, it tells me this man is visionless. And people, I see some of y'all, you know, I know all of us yearning for people to speak against the government, but you have to be careful to who you tune your ears to. But let me just tell you all that. I heard Apple saying about, you know, he gave in Philip J. Pierre licks, but I listen attentively to what people say. He said, and some of y'all, you know, I didn't really listen to the whole lie, but some of y'all who are under there, y'all need to rebuke him, because this is what I have been trying to do from August last year. Change people's thinking, not for me, for the betterment of yourself and your country. He is saying they want a St. Jude hospital. He don't care if it's in the old building or in the new building. Now, this is where you have to jump in his comments and educate him and let him know these buildings are not worthy. And let me tell you what is going to happen. The international organizations are going to laugh at us. And if we move, people, I'm telling you, where are all the voices? Where are all the people to talk? The FAA can say no planes are flying Federal Aviation Administration, could say that no planes will fly into St. Lucia because we do not have a hospital in the south worthy for their citizens or for their planes to land. So when people say things, and I think this is why we are in this dilemma, we have a colossal problem on our hand. And people are saying, oh, we can go in the old hospital. Now, let me tell you what I realized with this government. They came back with their nasty attitude from 2016 when they lost. They brought back all the vieille cautioning, all the old laundry. Look at Castries. Castries is like a flea market, right? Look at, they want to go back in an old building just to show St. Lucians that Alan Shastney was bad. Alan Shastney didn't care. He was working on behalf of you and me. Philip JP, on the other hand, all of them have their motives. So I need y'all to explain to me, how are we going to get more guests, attract people? Because these people don't play. When it comes to the Canadian citizens, the American citizens, and the UK citizens, these people got their citizens. So you want to put us back in this old place? Philip J. Pierre has a serious problem. And it's nothing to do because I am not supporting St. Lucia Labour Party. It is because this man is clueless. This man wants to put y'all, right? He wants to put y'all in a Java sack. Let's look at what happened to the stadium, the roof falling apart. Believe politicians, now you see that special prosecutor, people, it is null and void if this special prosecutor operates outside the DPP. The same thing as impacts will happen. But you see, for St. Jude, I believe some people need to take jail. From 2006, some people need to take jail. And I'm going to make a very bold statement. The person that should not take jail for this hospital is Guy Joseph and Alan Shastney. Alan Shastney became the Prime Minister in 2016, and he had a vision for a new hospital, and he started the hospital. He started the hospital. Guy Joseph and them had a vision. They started the hospital, and the hospital was months away from finishing. They could have, you see what happened to St. Jude's? Well, the stadium, the roof fell out. Well, when you're coming into the stadium, the roof fell off, and I was told by someone, the only reason nobody got hurt is because there was just about maybe one gentleman waiting for whoever, somebody who came to visit somebody, and the roof fell on the security booth, and that is why many people didn't get hurt. But I believe from 2006, 2011, all of you are supposed to take jail. Now, people are saying Guy Joseph, but Guy Joseph went in, as you have heard. He said he could not use the old buildings. He gave us the reason. There was a report, and he started this new building. Look at how SLP hates the people of St. Lucia. This government hates the people of St. Lucia. Because to me, if there is one thing they should have binded together with the former administration was about the St. Jude Hospital. For them to come in and rally together and say, guys, let us fix this hospital. Let us get it going. It's a win for you. I am not in office, but it is a win for me also because the office, the hospital is completed. But it is like St. Jude is a game. St. Jude cannot be a game. St. Jude is for the people of St. Lucia when they get ill, when we get ill, for all of us. So from 2006 right down to 2011, 2016, you should get jail. The special prosecutor should put you all in jail. Because one thing I can tell you about Guy Joseph, you will not find his hand dirty. You will not find his hand dirty. So all the time, Guy Volley, they had to say Guy Volley for them to win. They had to say Shas doing ball with Guy. They had to say that for them to win. It would have been completed already. The hospital would have been completed. Let us show the St. Jude aerial. It would have been completed already.
Former Economic Development Minister Guy Joseph is doubling down on the UWP's management of the controversial St. Jude Hospital reconstruction project. This week, the SLP administration gave the media a first-hand view at the state of affairs at the construction site. St. Jude's has spanned 3 administrations which have all failed to complete the structure. Furthermore, the Alan Chasney administration had halted the redevelopment for 3 years before resuming with a totally new building in 2019. Joseph is standing firm on the former's decisions.
And we didn't just put glass windows, we put tapered glass that can withstand a certain strength of wind up to a category 5 hurricane. The buildings, while they are looking as if it is one single building, there are soft joints in between that permits for a certain magnitude earthquake, so that if the building moves, one does not hit against the other, because most buildings that are built in one complete structure is more likely to crumble after an earthquake. I didn't do the design. We got international people, and the people they have reviewing St. Jude Hospital, I want to know whether they've ever built a health center in their life. Because hospitals are specialized.
A recent assessment of the engineers reportedly revealed that the project could possibly be completed within 18 months to 2 years. But Joseph argues that based on manpower and resources, the job could be done in a few months.
Work is divided into the number of man hours that are required to complete a project. So if you work 8 hours a day, regular work days, what does it take? It takes 18 months. If you do 3 shifts a day of 8 hours, what does it reduce to? It reduces to 6 months. So if the work had continued from the time that the election was called to now, we would be on the verge of completion, coming towards the end of the year.
In September 2021, Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre explained that the new hospital building was far from completion despite what was promised by the Alan Chasney administration. However, opposition leader Alan Chasney claims that his administration intended to finish the project and relocate patients and medical staff.
Hopefully when the media went to visit it, they would understand that there was a proper design. So unlike the first project at St. Jude's, there was no design. It was build as you go. This project has a design. I've seen all of the detailed drawings to be able to move the operation from the stadium to the ground floor of the existing building. And that you would then expand as you go to the upstairs. And we were in discussions with the Cayman Health City group with an idea of them operating an international hospital similar to Cayman Health City, in due forward.
The UWP officials claim that they could have opened St. Jude by the end of 2021, but not at full capacity. The Philip J. Pierre administration is now conducting a comprehensive assessment of the project. The findings of the evaluation will determine the current government's next course of action. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.
So the only reason they did not want to finish this hospital is because it would have made Alan Chasney and Guy Joseph look very good. Based on information reaching me, they were told there was nothing wrong, go ahead with the hospital. But with them stopping the hospital, they now have to pay the former builder millions of dollars, and now it's going to cost us millions to complete. But this man does not want to complete the structure. This is the kind of men and women we have running our country. What they want to do is to put you in a foul cage, in a foul coop. Can you believe Philip J. Pierre is saying he's going to re-begin an old hospital? As I said, Trump was right to call us shithole countries. The mentality of these people, I just don't get it. Do you all get it? Help me understand. Maybe I am thinking too on a high level. Maybe please tell me if I'm wrong, because I don't understand how a government can be so uncaring. Now, people think about it. You and I, we all need, if we are hungry, we cannot stand. If we are hungry, we become sick. If we are sick, we have to go to a medical facility. This government is not taking care of our basic needs. They're not taking care of, like for instance, food, right? This man is not lowering taxes. Every government is doing something to lower taxes so we can breathe. When you do your groceries and you look at your VAT, your VAT, you call it VAT, in England they just say VAT. But when you look at your VAT, right? When you look at it after you shop, you want to cry. You could have buy some extra stuff. This man is just saying, I read something where he said he's going to help people, ease the gas prices. You came into government, you used the monies that was there right? The $328 million. And you pretended to the people of St. Lucia as if it was you. You did not borrow anything. And whereas you used what the former Prime Minister left. Lies and deceit. Why y'all not come in and debunk me? Lies and deceit. How could you do that? How can you leave the people of St. Lucia in such turmoil? You have increased the fuel twice, $2. Gas, the £100, $309. The £20, $40. Y'all are in competition with Alan Shastney. Alan Shastney is not an issue. Alan Shastney is the opposition leader. Leave him on the side. You are the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. Now, people in life, when you do not get things on your own merit, whoever help you get it, you have to kiss their ass. And this is exactly what Philip J. Pierre is doing to Richard Frederick. Richard Frederick came right off $4 million or $8 million in rental. Give him another $8 million for that. $20 million for housing. Who is the minister responsible? I don't like that Mali way, but for the ordinary citizen. Joachim Upahot. Joachim, you have no shame to tell me you're going and you are my rep, so I will give you pressure. Let me tell you, the more you come out, the more I give you blows. You cannot tell me you're going and stand up with Bahau and try for us in Castries Southeast to be feeling pleased you're going to build 5-story condo. Who the hell asked you for that? Who asked you for a 5-story condo? Have you gone to the people of Castries South to find out their needs? Let me tell you what Guy did. Guy was a worker. He will never, and that's one thing. In the end, he came to say what he did. But he never said, and let me tell you something about Guy. Guy doesn't work, and some of us were talking about it. Some of us in the area were talking about it. He doesn't come to work for you two years or a year before election or a few months. This man works continuously. This man works continuously. Now, I have some questions to ask Joachim. Has the plans for Castries Southeast, the 5-story building, has it been approved by the DCA? Has the structural integrity of what you're going to put there, has it been looked at by engineers? Because wherever cul-de-sac you put in that massive committees, I don't know where you're putting it. I also need to find out from you, have you done a needs analysis in terms of who? And I tell you, a bunch of jackasses running this country. I want to know if you did a needs analysis in terms of the people in cul-de-sac. Esio 5-story building. Most people in St. Lucia, I'm telling you, this is a jackass government. When I saw this shit, I was very upset. This is a jackass government. Let me tell you, most people, if you understood the thinking of St. Lucians, most St. Lucians prefer to have a single house. They have their yard, and they are able to feel comfortable in their space. What they ask you building a 5-story building? Who asked you for that? Have you done a needs analysis? Okay. Have you done a salary survey for the people of Castries Southeast? Okay, because they do the census every 10 years. I think one was done in 2020. I may be right, I may be wrong. All right, one was done in 2020. Have you gone through it, your database, and look at the people of Castries Southeast? Are they able to afford the garbage you and Ted Sek want to give us? This is the questions you'll have to ask those politicians, them reporters there. Oh, very good. And they just put a whole set of nonsense on Facebook, a whole set of reports on Facebook. Yeah, you're going to build. What are you building? What are you building?
Well, I think we need scripture reading inside of it because this ain't it, are you?
Somebody told me they're building it next to the new bridge. And let me tell you, I passed by a new bridge today. And let me tell you, kudos to Guy Joseph and Alan Chasney. That bridge is, let me tell you, massive work. That is brilliant. Kudos to y'all. And even if they don't invite you to the opening ceremony, you're okay, because we know that's your work. Okay, let me tell you, if they're going to put that next to the bridge, like the person said, I saw somebody said they're going to put it next to the bridge. If they put it next to the bridge, people, let me tell you that. They go run out of money. If you don't live in Castries Southeast and you take a drive, maybe you're going to Viewfort or you're going to Ansari or maybe, you know, Soufre, just take a drive and look. I think I showed it. I don't have it here tonight, but I'll show it to you tomorrow. I showed it to you already. You'll see the bridge, the work, how beautiful it is looking. And Bahau is saying they're going to put 5-story. Let me tell you, people, the engineers have a lot of work to do there, to put that there. A lot of work. Swamp area. I don't know. Yes, that's where the flooding starts. Yes, Anthony. Yeah, Anthony Lesmore, you're correct. That's where it starts. Because, hey, I live in Castries Southeast. So let's get back to business, people. Let us try to understand. And that's why I tell you all are not critical thinkers. All of you are saying you're left, sir, you're left, so go and buy the coffee, because I take in my little brain to research for y'all. I take in my little brain to do this, to that, and then you're just sitting on there and you're not supporting the same people supporting, and that's not good. If you enjoy the show, I'm not asking you for 1 million coffees. You could just buy 1 coffee, right? To support the movement, to let me know you there, just not the comments. We love you. Go and support, because I could say I love you, and don't come on and just say I love you and just, you know, not to make an impact. I'm making an impact. Trust me, I'm making an impact. Them government ministers tired of me, and they just not getting tired of me. Because I ain't finished them yet. Right? Exactly. What is, like you say, Sharon, what is it doing there? Now, let us go back to the nitty-gritty. Hear what he says. Some people might be greedy and they have their house and they want, it's frustrating. I'm very frustrated. You're not listening to those men when they speak. Hear what he say. That's why I'm telling you, has he done a needs analysis to see if the people of cul-de-sac need that? They need that shit. They need it. Hear what he said. Oh, we have to be careful. People are greedy. They have a house. They want to buy an apartment. That tells me you have not done your groundwork. Where is the data? Where is your database to show Mr. Raya that this is necessary in Castries Southeast? That these people require that. And the insult to the people of St. Lucia saying that a gas attendant can buy one of those. You are jackass to say that. A gas attendant can buy that. The gas attendant struggling, poor job. Some of them have to go and do second jobs to survive. They're struggling. They are struggling. So it tells me no thought was placed in that. And some cabinet ministers are not happy. No, they're not happy. But y'all are a bunch of hypocrites, all y'all cabinet ministers sitting there. Because you know why y'all cannot say anything? Because y'all like the power. Y'all like to fly to Dubai. Y'all like to fly to England. Y'all like to fly to Florida. Y'all like to fly here, there. You're a bunch of hypocrites. Y'all like the big position. Puff up your chest. Oh, sky illegal. But you will sit down there and gripe privately. But you will not come and talk on behalf of the people of St. Lucia. Bunch of hypocrites you'll be. Exactly, Barbara. Jabbersack. That is there. Jabbersack. Oh, really? Let me see what this person is saying. Exactly. You are very right, Philly. Chasney had already started doing that. I knew about the water. I knew about the electricity. He had really cared for the people of St. Lucia. Let me tell you all something. Had Alan Chasney come back into power, all he would have been doing, he would have continued his project, because he know that is contributing to the growth of his economy by people having, some form of money. So monies will be going into the economy, the local economy. And what he would have done, he would have looked out for the people. How many people? I saw, it broke my heart. I saw some people saying, it is months, it's over a year, 2 years we're not working. When Chasney was there, he gave us a little soulagement. But Philip J. Pierre came, he promised us $1,500, and to date, he cannot do anything for the people of St. Lucia. He set up all his friends, all the grannies, all the grandfathers. He set up all of them and forgot the people of St. Lucia. And this is why I tell you all, it is not about labor, it's not about Flobo. It is about the integrity of governing a country. We do not care with houses right now. People want to pay their bills. People want to be able to eat, send their children to school. You know how many people cannot send their children? What has this man done? What has this man done? In order for people to know that you are an effective leader, they must feel the impact personally. It must trickle down to them, and nothing is trickling down to them. All we're saying is largesse. Take the $20 million and invest in the young people. Bunch of hypocrites y'all be. I really don't understand. So when I look at this 5-story building, this man who say you want to come and put an ISO. Hello, we do not want that ISO in Castries Southeast. We do not want that. We want for the people of Castries Southeast that you go, you do a needs assessment, and you do proper, nice 1-bedroom. If it's just a senior citizen alone, you do a nice 1-bedroom apartment. Make sure they have their amenities. Make sure they're cool. Make sure they're safe with their windows, their toilets. You make sure they have what they need to have, and then you continue. You give people proper structure. If people are on land that is crown land, or if they're on land that belongs to somebody else, you try to make the arrangement for them to have the property. But what y'all are doing is trying to reinvent the hill. I do not want skyscraper in Castries South. You are taking away the beauty from Castries Southeast. We don't ask y'all for that. Give the people their homes based on a needs assessment. Then you're going to find all the volets. They call him Guy Volet, but all the volets in the 50-free apartment, 10 is theirs. Another volley, 10 is theirs. And then they re-renting it. They burn volley cause out here. All the volleys will be happy. And this is why I am here. And that's why I tell you all, buy the coffee. Because I am giving it to you all raw, live and direct. Oh, so I love it. I cannot even walk in tongue these days. I have to try and get a wig. I have to put a wig on me. Change my darkers. Just change. Let me tell you, I am known in St. Lucia now. I cannot, people, and I am so humble in terms of I do this, and I don't feel like bigger than anybody. I'm just doing that. My son keeps telling me, you're a celebrity, eh? I tell him, I just see myself as, just doing that humble, because I'm always a humble person. And everywhere I pass, so, Auntie so, Mr. Alexander. Let me tell you, my life is miserable now. Everybody knows me, because they know I am speaking the truth, and they are listening. Labor's listening, and they have turned their back. They have turned their back on this government, because we have a prime minister who doesn't care. Who doesn't care? So I want y'all to tell me, who is profiting from that? Right? When they did the Talvon business and the housing project, everybody saying Mangal is volley, Guy is volley, Fresh Start is volley. Maybe I'm telling you, maybe it's your that volley. Because if you really knew Peter Felicien, you would not say that. You would not say like Peter Felicien have anything and he do it. You would not say that. Had you all continue, you see, and this is what I'm telling you, the MTRC, Sky FM is going to be back on the radio very soon. Always do things. And I'm like, Guy, you see me? I protect myself 1,000,000 times not to do anything wrong. And had the NTR just sit there and say, hey, no. I don't care if you are minister. I don't care if you're prime minister. If I'm on the board, I'll not disrespect you, but I'm going to hold my ground and say, hey, we have to follow the rule of law. We cannot do X, Y, Z. So, number one, you should be thinking, look at what was done to Sky. Then we have a 5-story rubbish coming up in Castries Southeast. Kimon days outside. There is a housing problem, but you make your money work by doing a needs assessment. Your ministers are a set of dumbheads. The technocrats are the ones you have to speak with. Because if I am a minister, I lean in on my technocrats left, right, and center. I am not pushing my way on them because they have been there before me. I just reach a minister. You think, you know shit, y'all ministers. You lean on your technocrats and you try to find ways to make life better for the people of St. Lucia. Philip J. Pierre, we cannot eat in St. Lucia. Philip J. Pierre, people park their vehicles. Philip J. Pierre, we do not have a proper healthcare system. And look at the house they give to the old man. So hot. Or going to guy.
In social consciousness, by not putting in the price of the land, you will be paying what the apartment cost. That is how we put people first. And so the average gas attendant can buy a condo for $100 and something thousand $80. We have to empower our people. We have to put them first. For too long, it has been friends, family, and foreigners. It is now time for us. And in that regard, help us, we will help you. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen.
Indeed, we appreciate the contribution of our ministers, and as we all heard, of course, even with the furnishings for Buckawin, let's give them a hand of applause. Indeed, this is a wonderful initiative, and I think the very first for Castries Southeast underneath the Housing Assistance Program. Let's give them a round of applause again. Wonderful, wonderful indeed. Now, of course, we come to the highlight. What a drum roll. We need a drum roll. The highlight of this afternoon, I invite our honorable ministers to come forward as well as our PS. Right, I need somebody. Where is the guest of honor? I need somebody, one of our members to escort him. There's the drum roll, and we will count down, ladies and gentlemen, from 5. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And of course, he will be handed over to him by the permanent secretary, Dr. So we're inviting him to open up. I know the entire community is happy and celebrating.
Well, I think we need scripture readings inside of here because this ain't it, are you?
I can tell you one thing. Guy Joseph and Alan Chasney would not have embarrassed themselves like this. This is an insult to the people of St. Lucia. And all of a sudden, now, you know, I am saying the rest of the clowns, and I know many people in the SLP hierarchy and whatever, they're not happy with Bahau being there. The people are saying Bahau getting everything. And I am still lost. Guy Joseph was the rep of Kasri Southeast. We never had no minister of housing or anybody coming with him and showing this and showing that. The man was just doing his thing. You don't even know if Guy was in. This is why I'm saying, you know, they voted Guy out. I think some people said like they needed more of Guy in the area or whatever. They needed to see him more. But I believe they call elections now. Guy is still going to win because Guy is a worker. Right? And it is sad that this is what we have. You'll have no shame. Philip JP and the gang, y'all have no shame. And then I see this girl, this mess secretary, she continually insults Alan Chasney. I can tell the prime minister and all those ministers what the hell I want. I'm a free agent. It's my show. But you are a press secretary for the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Philip JP. But you have no respect for Alan Chasney. You just watch your behavior on Facebook. You ever see the press secretary of Biden behave like you? Nah. She is firm. She answers questions. She's intelligent. But you, every time you have a row with Alan Chasney, we need you to come and tell us what is going on in our country. The St. Lucia Labour Party have no press secretary. Philip JP was always in our face with his unmonal self talking about what Alan Chasney and them doing. Right now, we not see him. He's afraid of a camera. Before he see a camera, the camera breaking. He's afraid of a camera. But before, he didn't care. He was always in front of a camera. Right now, before he see a camera kakase.
We want our country and our lives to return to normal.
Now, you know, people, what is poverty? And I really, you know, we have to research. We have to go in depth because we cannot accept the same old. Our country, and I don't know why civil servants get an increase. I'll tell you why. To do any business in St. Lucia is a damn headache. You go to the passport office like I did today with my passports to do what I had to do. I remember last 5 years, they tell me I wasn't a citizen. Me, Roro, we had to try to sort things, lawyer, everybody got involved. Right? How can a passport office operate? The line is from here to Jericho, going around Jericho walls. How can a passport office have one cachet for about 100 people in the line? One person to verify, 100 people in the line. One person to give you your passport, 100 people in the line. And the passport office needs to do better and tell the people of St. Lucia. I don't know if it's Alan Chasney or this government that instituted that, but I find that is a whole lot of hogwash. To tell me, as a citizen of St. Lucia, that I need a national ID. You know, this country is full of shit. I need a national ID in order for them to check my documents. I have never had a national ID, but I've always had a NIC number. Also, I have used my driver's license for everything for thy kingdom come. It's since 24 years, when I was 24 years, I've been driving. I've used it for everything. I've even used it to travel. And you're telling me, I think it's a bunch of jackasses sitting in positions and just making decisions. You're telling me, excuse me, that my driver's license cannot substitute for the national ID. So what is it? What is my driver's license? Or anybody can just go in the system and put their name as your driver's license. Then it means you are doing something wrong and the driver's license are not encoded. So right now, the young lady at the counter is saying to me, she was very nice. She said to me, I need to get my national ID, right? And the reason why I need to get it, it has some numbers in it that needs to go in the passport or whatever. I tell you, this country is the laughing stock of the world, like one of my YouTubers said there. Hi, Twin Peters, always watching. Thank you, darling. Love you. Hi, Troy, baby. Auntie Sosa, love you, Troy. Always watching. All of y'all, you know, I love y'all. Thanks for watching. And I want to know what's going on in this country. So basically, I go to the bank with my driver's license. I vote how many years with my driver's license? All of a sudden, whoever put that shit rule saying they cannot verify your document because your driver's license is not a national ID. I go everywhere filling everything online overseas. I use my driver's license. I hardly use my passport. I feel my passport is sacred and, you know, I want people to have my information about my passport. So I give my driver's license and everything. But you telling me I need a national ID? I want to know what jackassery is that? So somebody says so how to buy the coffee. Mervyn, the link is pinned to the top or the bottom of the page. So look for the link, Mervyn. All you do, you click on the link. When you click on the link, it will send you to my site. You have an option to support. You click on support. It will tell you 1 coffee, 3 coffee, or 5 coffee. If you want to do a custom coffee in the blank box, you just put the amount. If you want to give 10 coffees, 50 coffees, 100 coffees, you just put the amount. And then you can say someone or your name, a nice word to me, and then it sends you to Stripe. Stripe is all over the world. It sends you to Stripe, which is very safe. It's going to ensure that you're not a robot and you can make a donation. Okay? So yes, Lisa. So to my thing, I am renewing our passport and they're telling me my younger son also needs a national ID. So tomorrow we have to go and face NIC to get the letter so we can get our national ID so I can get my my passport. And one person serving 100 people. Now, what I found strange, I went in there and then I said to the guy, and I believe there's a lot of shit going on in that passport place. Because I went there and before I asked, because when I said, my son said, Mommy, look what it's saying. So I went to the guy, I said, well, I have my driver's license that I use. He said, you need a national ID, you know, but we can use the driver's license. So I need passport office to tell me what I need. Because one person is telling me it's okay to use my driver's license. So I waste my time standing up there. And the young lady is telling me, no, it must have a number. So what the driver's license have? It's a form of identification. So let me tell you, in this country, is stress alone. This is why I'm telling you, with Philip JP and his smart city, we will never go above and just go online, those who are techie, to go and get our passport, go and get all our information. Because I should be able to just go online, put all my info, because you all have all my information on the system. You all scan everything, because when you now go for your passport, you need nothing, because they have all the information. They have all the information in there. But right now, it is different. It is different. Bob Maffrey only talking a kind of pappy show on my thing. Yes, Sharon. St. Lucia is not a monal place. Bob Maffrey, are you real? Stop if you're fakeness if I ban you, eh? Right. So I want to know if St. Lucia is real. St. Lucia is not real, but let me tell you, I need them to come out tomorrow to tell me why my driver's license, which has my NIC number on it, I have my NIC card, why can't it not be used? Why can't it not be used? Thank you, Hillary, for paying attention. So, Mervyn, I hope you understand how to get the coffees, but go ahead, go and support, because you all see I giving them it left, right, and center. Support the movement. Some of y'all are very stingy. Let me tell you, it costs us thousands of dollars to do what we do here for you. And every Wednesday, I am on GVD TV. It costs money to be there, and you're not supporting. It's the same people. I cannot have the same people supporting. I cannot do that. All of y'all who can go support. Because I am not going to be done with my mission, as I said to y'all, until God tell me so time up. And I've always said to y'all, I am doing this not because of me. All right? I am not doing this because of me. And let me tell you, some of y'all are so wonderful in your support. I just want to hug you. I just want to kiss y'all. I just want to say thank you. You know, the encouragement, people I know from nowhere just shower me with love, gifts, all sorts of things. Some people names I can't mention because, you know, people want to be private because of victimization, all sorts of things. All my glunk I wearing, all my nice things I wear, you know, somebody just took it on their own to sponsor and make sure so look good and nice. I thank you for that. I thank you all for that. But you all have to support the movement. Yes, well, Jason, apparently it is changed now. He said the last time I used my driver's license to get my passport. So if you do not have an national ID, people, just go get one. You know, just for my pressure not to go up, I am going to go to, well, I can just go get my ID, but I have to bring my son to get whatever and for me to get what I have to get. But St. Lucia is not a normal place. But my people, poverty, we are a poverty-stricken country. And if we, Philip JP is behaving just like Papa Doc, we are on our way to become like Haiti. I miss Alan Shasta. Let me tell you why. Because there was hope. Tomorrow night, Guy Joseph and I, we are going to put the grass behind the grass and make sure they eat the grass, because our country is in trouble, serious trouble. Now, you see, every night I'm bringing Mr. Guy there. I am bringing the truth to St. Lucia, and you'll love it. You'll have to put your money where your mouth is and support the movement, because what we're doing there costs money. But we just want to say we love y'all, and thanks for viewing. I know it's a lot of information I've given you tonight, but tomorrow night, get ready. Mr. Guy will be here to implode the 5-story monster they want to put in Castries East. Tedsec and Baha, we didn't ask y'all for that in Castries Southeast. My God, Castries Southeast is so beautiful. Do not come and spoil our terrain. Look at the needs of the people in Castries Southeast and give them that. We don't ask y'all for that. We don't ask y'all for that. My people, with that, I love you. See you tomorrow with The Guy. Bye.
We expose lies and deceit. Expect us.